Listen, I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. I've been getting shellacked in Balatro on stream today. Let's try to make it work, okay? We're gold stake anaglyph deck here. I would happily take, I mean, like, if we can make it work, we almost got a flush already. I would happily take money and the foil joker. I've been skipping a lot less lately, but chips are important, mostly because I tend to overlook them. And then, I mean, like 25 extra bucks in my pocket. Who says no to that? You can get a 5-inch footlong for that these days. Sorry, I have a lozenge in my mouth as well. Kind of still fighting off the jet lag. It's 3:22 p.m. He says as he pretends to look at a watch that doesn't exist. I will. Raised Fist is flat mult and chips. Like, I'd rather it wasn't eternal, but at least it's something. And I see the synergy between the Joker that gives you molt when you skip and the Anaglyph deck, but I'm not willing to commit to two, like, mid-eternal Jokers this early. It's just too much. Now I'll go full house. And I have to try it. Like, are you... I mean, this seems like a bad idea, but I have to know if the Joker that you become is going to have the debuff. Because if they don't, we could actually, like, duplicate a good Joker. Like, we could duplicate Raised Fist, maybe. So unless I'm insane, this should be a very good hand. Confirmed. Okay. So our deck looks good, our Jokers look fine. Not good necessarily, but fine. Our Econ is fine. Let's keep it that way. This should be pretty good as well. It's like a very similar hand to the hand we just played. Okay, now you're ready to duplicate. I mean, I feel like I would be silly to not, like, immediately just do that. Now we got 2 spots taken up, which kind of sucks, but I mean, at least they're taken up by... Not even Jokers that are, like, decent, because especially with the foil, I do think they are decent. But 2 Jokers that are the same creates the synergy that, like, you know, we don't have to get a Joker that has a competing strategy with Raised Fist or something like that. And full house, we'll see. We'll see, okay? Right now, I'm just taking hands that are fruitful, but, like, relatively easy to make. And I just, if I'm being honest with you, I just like erosion. And if I'm being honest with you, it's just nice to have an Econ Joker. Now you like when I discard aces. Okay, fair enough. We'll try to make that happen. I guess we only have 1 discard, like, remaining, so it's gonna be tough, but I can live with that. So I took erosion. That was my lark, honestly. Like, we take erosion in the hopes that we get Hanged Man or Immolate or a trading card or something like that, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we dump it at some point. I'll go Hone. I would not feel so all alone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody must take Hone. Let's get 3 Mega Arcana packs. Surely we can get some Hanged Man action going there. Let's go... Honestly, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to start High Priestess, and just getting 1 Earth out of that seems like decent to me. And then let's start making some chips, or some cards better. Even the Joker's not likely to be too amazing, I guess. Although we did get Hone. I'd rather take a bird in the hand, I guess, instead of 2 in the bush. Although High Priestess is maybe the definition of 2 in the bush now that I think about it. Phrasing. Worth a shot, bro. Erosion. No longer useless. And how about some more chips? How about Hanged Man Fool in this pack? Because that's the reason we came here in the first place. I'll go Emperor. No Hanged Man. You're a piece. Just so you know. I mean, I would like Fool, I guess, to just get more diamonds, and maybe we could play straight flushes at some point. I'll level with you. That was kind of a whiff. You want us to discard 3s. Well, I would if I had any, which I don't. How about this? Quick Devil card, and is this good enough? It should be, because Erosion just got hollowed. The thing we lack right now is scaling, but Erosion has scaling potential. We just needed to actually, like, get a Hanged Man. Or an Immolate. An Immolate would go crazy. It doesn't exist. Blue Seal is now very good, though, if we can finally commit to a hand type. I mean, we're trying to do full houses. We don't have that many discards. That's why I'm kind of... I got 1 foot in full house and 1 foot in Uranus. Can he say that? We don't know these days if he can say it. Come on, buddy. It's June. Live a little bit. Start with 0 discards. I missed the part where that's my problem. I mean, so far this is a very comfortable run. But Raised Fist will hit like an asymptote at some point where it's not doing what it needs to do. We have played 3 flushes, really? 1 full house, 2 3 of a... I mean, I love Telescope. I guess what I would say is let's wait to buy Telescope until we can see if we can play more full houses. And we can. Look at that. I'm sorry to play the gold card, but Telescope into, like, actually having the hand that we've scaled the most instead of just needlessly popping it onto flushes, which we just played because we got a bunch of stars cards, would be sensible. Let me see this Jumbo Spectral. Brother, just one Immolate. I'm not asking the world, okay? If we take Hex, it polychromes this and destroys this. If we sell this, we can't play Hex. Ankh, I mean, technically we could just duplicate another Raised Fist. But I think I'm reaching the point where that's insane. But then I'm also like, would I be stupid not to? Imagine? Bro, they all do... just because it's crazy, I think I have to try it. Sorry, Erosion. I gave you many chances to work. Because they're eternal, it doesn't destroy the other ones. So I will buy this now. Like, I mean, it's kind of a Joker that does everything except Multar Mult. I guess I'll go Mercury Jupiter on this one. Kind of a grab bag. Oh, we only get 1? I guess, yeah, I'm happy with Mercury. Not as happy as I am with Uranus, though. Vagabond, I'm going to go all in. Vagabond is good enough. At least I have enough fun with it to go all in on it. $3 is okay. I mean, it would have been nice to get Hallucination too, but the money didn't line up. And then we do want to play like exclusively full houses if we can do it, which is obviously easier said than done. I don't mind playing 2 pair. Oh, you know what? High card is going to take over because of Vagabond, though. I mean, 2 pair is really good. Maybe we could just play... But if we play 2 pair, are we going to win too early, thus rendering Vagabond, like, not that useful? Yes. Does that matter much in the whole scheme of things? Oh, maybe we're not winning to it. That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. Full deck is... not too clubbed up. Hearts and Spades. I'm just thinking. This is also not full house. This is 3 of a kind. I guess we can minimize our score by keeping low cards in hand, because like so much of our score is determined by what the lowest card in our hand is, because we have 3 Raised Fists. You got to admit, at the very least, it's like an interesting run. I don't really want to play pair, because again, like I think maybe Telescope will accept that like it's kind of a botch for now. Unless we get more discards, like we can't control Telescope. Telescope kind of controls us. Earn $2 if no discards. $2 per discard if no discards are used. Okay, Hanged Man just in time. Happy to see you. Not. But I still like to thin the deck. Like, worst egg of all time. Takes up a Joker spot to eventually be sold for the same cost you bought it for once you go through the ledger. I don't know, man. All clubs are debuffed. We want to play full houses. So I'm sorry, delayed gratification. We gotta dump some cards here. We gotta play full houses. We gotta play maybe 2 pairs. Maybe 2 pairs where we stay. Okay. I can live with it. And let's play high cards, save our low cards so our score stays lower and we get more benefit out of Vagabond. See, this is something that now we're talking about here. We've taken a lot of 10s out of our deck. Would I like to take the 9s out of our deck? Not really, because we have like a buffed one already. So maybe like if we get a pair of something else, I would take it out of my deck. Hanged Man Fool. We sold low on Erosion, bro. It's all right. It could come back. Even without hollow, it can come back. No pairs is kind of insane here. But, I mean, this should be decent enough to get us in there on the next one. 2 pair. That's where we want to be. And just remember, on the last one, you always want to chunk the low cards so that you get the maximum score. Okay, dude, we're cooking something up here. It's a little unusual, but that's kind of usual for the type of guy like me. Wow, okay, so 4 of these jokers now. How about one of these? And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of those. I'll go Jumbo Celestial and try to pick up Uranus. I'm not above making the Uranus joke, I suppose. Why am I holding $11, bro? Why am I holding $11? I've rendered Vagabond useless in my hasty play. There was no need for that. We could win in one hand, at least. I'm assuming. Easily. You know, one thing I think they didn't consider is that actually, when you're me, having a Vagabond that deprecates is actually a positive. Because it means that I don't build my entire run around it forever. Why not, bro? Why not? And sure, why not? It means I have like an escape hatch to get out. I'm sorry, Stuntman. I wish I could. My hands are tied. I'm not too liquid right now. Okay. How about buff these? Make a high carded chariot so it doesn't screw up triplicate raised fist. And then we look for our 2 pairs. Look at that. The card's so nice, they gave it to us twice. That was so much worse than I thought it could possibly be. We really need to remove all the low cards from our deck, I think is what I'm realizing. Because even one low card... Yeah, I think we do it this way. Even one low card is like 3 times worse on raised fist than it would be if we only had 1 raised fist. Like our score is so predicated on raised fist working well. Interesting. It's an interesting position. We don't really need a hermit. We can take hermits for later, but I guess there is a fool card. I would sell. We want to buff our high cards because we're going to be getting rid of low cards. Just give me an emperor on this one then. You would give me another emperor. I would just be content, I think, to hold a fool card, honestly. This is my last... Oh, no, you can't really do that because... Yeah, well... We got problems. Here's what I'm thinking. Sell Judgment, even though you're about to deprecate. It allows us to use a Fool, get an Emperor, use Emperor. I don't really care what the cards are, but I'll play anything that dumps those low cards from our deck, so I'm not even concerned about that. And let's drop something like this. I know we can use Sun to check. But I don't really want to use Sun to check because I'm content with the suit distribution in our deck right now. I think, to be honest with you, we can probably just play whatever we want. Like, because Raised Fist, our score is basically... Like, I don't want to remove the veneer of strategy that may exist in the game right now. But I'm pretty sure our score is like 99% dependent on the lowest card we hold in hand. So, for now. Now, all this being said, can I bring something up for you? A couple of things interesting about this run. We have a situation in which Brainstorm is our worst joker. Something I wouldn't have thought possible without an extreme edge case scenario like this. Secondarily, we need a Multer. I would replace Brainstorm with like a generic, like, Multer that gives us ×2 mult if we have a pair or something like that. It's a very unusual situation to find yourself in. I love it. You're not a Multer. You would add mults. You'd cost us a lot of money too. I think I gotta say no to that. Okay, now things get a little spooky. Just like score-wise. So how about Tomo, you gotta relax. My man, you gotta relax. He's been headbutting my hand all day. Let's drop something like this. Then this. Saturn and Venus. I'll just use them. Like $1 for a Venus doesn't mean that much to me. We gotta figure out what to do with these double tags too. I almost feel like, why don't we start with discarding? And then this is a much better 2-pair for us because it gets rid of the 4s. The man is a genius. He's cooking something up here. And then pair is level 3. 3 of a kind is level 3. Dump this 3 of a kind. I think it probably gets us there because, again, we have 4 raised fists, which I've mistakenly called 3 raised fists many times, ignoring the brainstorm in the first place. Please, I'm begging you. I mean, leveling up 2-pair is going crazy for us, don't get me wrong. And I appreciate the fact that Telescope actually has come out for us in the clutch here. For the love of God, a Molter would hit the frickin' spot, dude. It would hit the frickin' spot. I don't care who knows it. I would like to get 2-pair. I'm a different kind of beast that way. That is 2-pair. It's a decent 2-pair. It's not as good as I thought it was. Come on, come on. 2 more hands to make it happen. Don't even worry about it, bro. Greatest high card of all time incoming. 2-pair with a 9 being held. I think we make it with bells on. But I think if we don't get our Molter here, like we're in a kind of nightmare scenario. 4 fingers is not what we're looking for here. How about a judgment? How about Fool Uranus? I don't know why it sounds like a kind of a diss you would read in Shakespeare or something like that. We won't be able to afford a Joker after a reroll, so I just got to go Cartomancer and see what I can do, man. Oh, I copied Cartomancer, but it's actually great because we got 2 cards with no negatives. Okay. Okay. So 120,000 points, huh? Getting 2-pair with no discards is a good start. That's 35,000 points. That's like on pace. I would love to copy a Blue Seal King, but I also feel like we would just start with a discard and see where we stand. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. That's another 36,000. We take those. Similarly, let's discard like low cards and debuffed cards. Because, you know, the best thing for us would be like if we didn't have to play our Blue Seal King. So I think I'm going to... 1-pair? 2-pair? I mean, this is 2-pair with a 6. And this is 1-pair with a 10, which then gets multiplied. I think you go 1-pair, bro. The 20 mult extra out of the lucky card is just the gravy on top. Three of a kind. It's gotta be 2-pair. Just send it. But then we got a 3 in hand. Unless you turn the 3 into a Blue Seal King, then you'll have a 9 in hand. Am I willing to throw 1 debuffed king into the mix? I think I am. I think I am. And then definitely dump the 2. I think we came up with a happy medium here. Now we're very close to not making it. But after all the runs I've been on for like the last 2 days, this seems like this is miraculous to me. Now, you're a very, very good flat multer. The problem is, I need a multer, bro. But we're never getting plus 36 out of the raised fist. So I think we could, but it's eternal. So we're stuck with this. We're never going to get a multer. We know we will get a multer. It will just take more strength than I've ever had to have in my entire life. And I'll speak on that. What do you mean by that? We'll need to sell Brainstorm for a multer. Something that I never thought I would hear myself saying. And yet here we are. The best Joker in the game is the best Joker to sell. It's a messed up world we live in, man. I don't know what, I don't have anything more to say about it than that. It's just... Life's a funny thing sometimes. I hate to play the Blue Seal King, but it's gotta be, maybe it doesn't have to be done yet. Maybe you just play... Are you willing to throw a little bit of trash into the mix? Perhaps a modicum. Horrible hands. Whatever idea you just had, remove it from the ecosystem post-haste. Play your 2-pair. Much better. Okay, and then you're in the right spot, which I appreciate. It does suck to lose the blue king, but it is what it is. I guess we play queens over 8s there. It may not matter, but... Okay, and then we got to get our econ back, so we're using our tarot cards. And we got to find something to freaking do with the double tag. I'm not going to... Maybe I will do 8 to 5 standard packs? I got a 6, 5. Okay, I got to pay attention here. I think, I mean, to me, it looks like we're adding 10s, even though we've already removed some 10s. Because 10 is the best card available here. And there's 2 of them. Probably gotta go with a 5. And then let's add an ace. We only have 2 aces. Let's forgo an ace then. It's a tough decision. Oh, add another cool 5. How are we looking on 3s? We had 3 of them. Why do I feel like this decision is just not what I'm looking for? I guess we'll add a blue seal jack and a blue seal 8. I saw that there were 10s available, but they were not good 10s, man. They were not... Well, they're good 5s, though. We have 5 kings. Give me this, then. Okay. Let's see. I mean, this seems okay, right? Am I losing it? This seems great. We have to throw 2-pair. Forget your steel card. I know it's a shocking statement. You need to draw 2-pair. You should be 2-pair maxing at all times. That's on pace. That's on pace. I hate to lose the blue seals, but I would hate to just lose in general. That's not on pace. Get that out of here. That's not on pace anymore. Work with me, please. Work with me. Work with me on this one. We're cooked, y'all. Really? I thought we were... Okay, well, listen. Did we meme it up a little bit? Yeah, we probably memed it up a little bit too much, okay? 4 raised fists for a long time. Come on, NL. What were you thinking? There was no need for all that. Okay, step 1. I mean, like, I'm playing a hard level Balatro, right? This is gold stake. That being said, I mean, I've been bereft of Balatro victory essentially since I've been back, except for like one run where I didn't even know what was happening. I just got insanely carried. It would be nice to just, you know, feel what winning feels like. We were fun maxing on the last one. It was great. I had a good time, but it's also a good time to let you know I only have 15 minutes to make this happen. So I guess what I'm trying to say is best of luck. Now I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit. When you get Burnt Joker, especially if it's Eternal, you should be pair maxing at all times. What does this brain rot statement mean? It means that we should be always discarding hands that are easy to make. That way we're not burning hands to try to get to a discard that works for Burnt Joker, and then burning discards to try to get to the hand to get benefits out of the score. I mean, I regret this one. I would rather, in hindsight, have just taken a chipped up hallucination. Bull is good, but we just, like, won't have the econ necessary to make it pop. So it will... Oh, I discarded 2 pairs like a fool! Like an absolute moron. 2 pairs 40 times 3, full house 40 times 4. I mean, full house is still really good. When you're out of the Balatro mines for a bit, it really, like trying to get back into it shows you, like, this, I remember, this is a pretty hard game. Unless you get like green Joker in your first shop, then things, and I'm trying to will it into the universe. I'm trying to incept it to happen. Would you be so kind? I can't lose all discards. I have an eternal burnt Joker. So you put me in a really tight spot here because I have no Jokers that really help our score. Thanks for that. Jupiter and Earth, 2 hands we have not upgraded at all so far. It's nice to have it, but we go next. 2 Mega Celestial packs. We can do better, man. Okay, Pair's getting there. Is it? That's like 240 points, man. That's nothing. It's gonna... Well, 4 of a kind, a little bit better. A little bit better. That was 176 points. We need a Joker. And I'm not talking about Joaquin Phoenix before you get any ideas. Kind of more of the Heath Ledger generation personally, but that's just a product of age, I'm sure. Okay, ×2 multi of you have a pair. The stars are aligning. It's all coming together. Ride the bus. Just never play face cards. Hang on. They anointed us. This is actually so winnable. Discard me. Play a single pair. Probably should have played aces. No, because we don't want to win too fast. Play your 4s. Maybe at some point we'll get telescope. No? Okay, that's fine. I should have played high cards instead. But again, I'm on a time crunch here, so just work with me. If the first discard has only 1 hand, or only 1 card, destroy it. We can't do it, because we need Burnt Joker to discard a pair every time. It's insane that this can/is going to work. So start with nothing. This is to build Ride the Bus. I'm a little scared, so I'm going to follow up with a pair. Beautiful. I'm not scared anymore, so I'm just going to play 9. I apologize for Let's Playing, by the way, but I think I need... the banter has come back before the gaming skill has come back, which means I need to turn the banter off to let the gamination come in a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry, Green Joker. Ride the Bus took your spot before you could show up. Beat the boss, get $1 billion. We can do better. I'll take dinner with Jay-Z. Thanks for nothing. We play nothing first. Try to get a pair. No pair, we have to discard. I hate to do it because we need to be pair maxing at all times. Much better. You can play Ace Queen. You can play 10-10. Okay. This, like, ante 3 right now, I think is about getting our econ popping. If our econ can pop so we can buy... did I just get the same shop? So I can buy... this is exactly what I want to see. Discardable face cards. If my econ pops to the point where I can start buying a lot of tarot cards, the run has a chance to be a win, for sure. Not a guarantee, but certainly a good chance. And I'm loving this run right now because it's so easy to pilot. I almost played 3 of a kind, and I probably still would have won, but that would have been a funny way to lose with perfect comedic timing. Listen, I'm not anti-swashbuckler, but, I mean, it's already being outclassed. I don't think there's, like, a good reason for it. Must play 5 cards. I'm the type of guy where that's, like, not that big of a deal for me. Like, I'd happily throw something like this out there. I happily follow it up with something like this, which is not playing a face card, by the way. I know you're going to think possibly it is. It only counts as played if it scores. Yeah, I want you to hold the face card. I want you to hold it between your knees. Give me Uranus. No. Well, yeah, I guess the only thing we want to see is Mercury, but we'd only get that with telescope. I'm going to get a consumable slot so that I can possibly get... Wow! $1 billion negative jokers? I mean, we gotta give that a chance. Even if the jokers suck, like, there's positivity there. We should be discarding our face cards, I suppose, as well. Now, just tell me we didn't screw ourselves. Tell me we still get there. All we need to do is get, like, a couple of pairs out of this, and we're chilling. Look at this. Dude, this run is beautiful. It's so doable. We have 4 negative jokers incoming that are all free. Okay, negative hand size is at least something. Negative gives us 8 mult if we have a pair. That's beautiful. Negative 10s and 4s get better. Negative first played face card gives us X2 mult. That's the only whiff, and honestly, I'm thrilled to see it. That seems beautiful to me. I'll take a temporary hallucination. Me when I, editors know this is for satire. Me when I do drugs. Things cool people say. Am I right? No, I'm not, kids, if you're watching. Okay, we go next. No repeat hand types this round. So I guess ideally we'd love to see like more 10s and more 4s. How about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Y'all? I need to play things that have pairs in them. I'm gonna play high card ace. We can't play a pair of 10s. It has to be something else. We can play 2 pair, which is like, we've been mercifully possibly saved. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Look at that. Okay, ante 5. We still have a joker spot. Sometimes it's hard to remember when you get a lot of negatives into the mix, so just put it up there. Feeling pretty good about the whole situation right now, honestly. What do? Just remember the flow chart, man. You discard. Let me just see what this does. You discard a pair first to keep pairs leveling. You can possibly get away with playing some Dookie after that to keep Ride the Bus going as high as possible. But I think, you know, getting 2 mult per round is fine. I hope. And this gives us a chance to rebuild our econ again. Hearts are debuffed. Doesn't matter to me in the slightest. This matters to me. Throw, I mean, if we ever ruin Bus, it's over, but throw a high card at him. Throw a high card at him. Then hit him with the fattest pair of all time. I guess 4s will be way better for us now that I think about it. I don't know why my jokers are just bothering me. Just, can all negative jokers please, like, get over there, and then the multers stay here, and the rest can be kind of muddy in the middle? Let's open some packs, man. Hallucination needs a chance to shine. Ooh! $27. Nothing wrong with that. Something wrong with this, but... So I can already tell you we're on ante 5. We're gonna have to return to this run once I pick my daughter up from daycare, which has to happen in 5 minutes. But I can maintain in my head what I'm doing on this run. It will happen. Do not get it twisted. As long as we don't lose in the next 5 minutes, which is, to be honest with you, entirely possible. I know this run probably seems foolproof right now, but you'd be stunned at how many like foolproof runs I've lost in the last 36 hours or so. Like I almost just played 2 jacks. That would have removed all of our scoring entirely, so... Okay, you guys are both good to go pretty soon. I don't really care for Showman because I'm stupid. I wish I did. Immolate, the problem is that it cuts a bunch of face cards. You could always Deja Vu like a 4. We don't have like any enhanced cards, so I don't want to... I mean, cutting is not that big of a deal, but I don't want to increase the proportion of face cards in the deck necessarily, so I'm just going to go like, you know, coward mode. Oh, we get to do 2? You know, it's pretty like boring, but just talisman it. You never know. I think it was the right play regardless of how boring it was. There could be something to this, man. Nah. And I don't, maybe I'd face card like a tower, or the opposite, tower a face card. I think we're on to something. Like, I feel like this run is never gonna feel safe, but it will get us there. I know the 10s and the 4s are gonna get us there. That's why I'm stalling on those a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna throw a stone with them because I don't want to get too many points too early and compromise Ride the Bus. I think this will just get us there, though. Like, not that one specifically, but like this committee of jokers that we have right here. Like, I think it'll be good enough to just get us over ante-8. So I gotta stay dialed, though I'm ashamed to say it. We Joker would be pretty crazy. We do have 4 2s in a 52 card deck. I gotta think about it. Let's see what we get here. Honestly, Banana's just so like idiot proof. And then 2 face cards get cut. We chill on this. Okay, I think we'll beat this boss, hopefully, and then we'll throw in a little pause, a little time skip, as they call it, in the business. And I mean, we should probably sell popcorn like immediately so we get some income out of it. But I really feel like we've created like the perfect run for someone who feels stupid right now, which is me. Yes! That's good, because Cavendish can show up, which is like even more idiot-proof than Banana. I was hoping it would show up right away, but... Okay, let's see if we can get maybe... Uranus is not what I'm looking for, but it is a nice backup plan. I was hoping to get a little Mercury, but this puts Uranus in a pretty good spot. Start with 0 discards. Not ideal. But getting a pair of 4s, no less. Very ideal. A pair of 8s. Also very nice. Hang on, we only have 1 hand left? Did we just lose? Gold stake ain't no joke, brother. That's all I have to say about that. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya.